makes her way into the line. They're set. Light blinks, gates open. Maracino from the inside, pushed out here by Harvey early, and away well also. Going up there on the outside is Lyle's Choice, Golden Bonnie, and Asymmetric rushes forward. Hyperspace out deep on the first turn. Maginica's kicking up underneath of those on the inside, followed by Wild Galar, settling down third from last in front of Temptation. Dropping out the back quickly, Chicklet and also Admiral Promo. Over into the back they head, 1300 to travel, and it's Golden Bonnie that leads them a half a length on Asymmetric, pulling its way up there with Maracino tucked away on the inside. Hyperspace around those a little wider in advance of Lyle's Choice. Then Wild Galar, Old Maginica down on the rail. The favourite back behind those, Temptation, with the other 3-year-old filly Chicklet, and behind those at the tail is Admiral Promo as Golden Bonnie works down the riverside of the course. So in fairly unfamiliar surroundings on top at the 800, Golden Bonnie leads the way. 3/4 Asymmetric and Hyperspace. Maracino bailed up on the inside for Harvey. 3/4 of a length away then Lyle's Choice. Wild Galar around them in the green, covering ground. Maginica getting right back in traffic down on the inside of Temptation, Chicklet, and then came Admiral Promo, who's 6 from the leader. Golden Bonnie will guide them for home at the 450, coming up towards the home turn, and Golden Bonnie led by half a length. Asymmetric, Maracino looking to work around off the heels, back on the inside still, and then Lyle's Choice, Hyperspace. Maginica got stopped in its tracks, and here comes Temptation gliding away through the middle of the field. Temptation dashes up quickly at the 150, sprints to the lead from Maracino. She comes away, Temptation, down the outside Admiral Promo, Chicklet, but an impressive win by Temptation. Temptation on her way to the Oaks has won it well from Maracino, Admiral Promo or Chicklet. In behind those was Asymmetric, Lyle's Choice, Maginica got a checkered passage in the straight. Back there towards the outside, Wild Galar in company as well with Hyperspace. And after dictating the terms, dropping right out to run last, Golden Bonnie. Temptation let down impressively. Very sharp win here by the all too hard filly Temptation. She takes another big step forward for the Morton stable. And she was back, but Parnham there biding his time, field fanned, and she quickened up very impressively. Took Maracino to get off heels and then start to wind. She had the better turn of foot, and she certainly was able to expose that. Temptation sprinting clear quite brilliantly late in 1:49.73. So a good run. They ran along. A nice test for her, suiting a pattern. 35.45 the last 600. She won by 2 1/4, a length second and third. Second home, 2 Maracino. Third 8 Admiral Promo got the bob of the heads for the minor placing in front of Chicklet and Asymmetric. 10-2, 8-5 the numbers. Temptation for Dan Morton, for M. Koenig, Graham Dawes, the Kerrs Syndicate, 50-50 and 19th hole racing syndicates along with Hammered Racing. Trained by Danny Morton, and wins her 3rd out of 6, and she's gone back to back. Impressive prior to this with the blinkers on at Pinjarra, Ascot rather, and she certainly delivered this afternoon in spades. So we'll get down to Brittany and we'll find out what will be the plan, but it looks as though the Oaks is certainly a very, very viable option for her right at the moment. Race 6 today, the Flying Colours Restaurant Handicap, again at 1800. And number 9 is out in Wins a Lot. Of course, ran second to Temptation at its last start, but not here today, unfortunately. Let's go to Brittany and down here with Vincey Colica after this very impressive win.
Very impressive win indeed. It's maybe a horse that we look back on and think, how did she lose that York race 2 starts ago? But it wasn't to be on the soft track that day. Blinkers went on. She's gone bang, bang. Is it onwards and upwards to the Oaks now, Vinny?
Bit of a rendezvous with the Elite Street down at Pinjarra, I reckon. No, that was sleeper. Absolutely impressive. I didn't think she was going to win that soft on the line. Yep, that's the plan. We'll go to the Oaks now after that. Very impressive.
What are the confidence levels like of the trip of the Oaks?
It's all unknown at the minute, but she relaxes quite beautifully in running the last 2 starts, so that's got a big tick in her favour. So if she can drop the bit and produce a turn of foot like that, she'll be very, very competitive.
Beautiful steer by Chris Parnham then. What were you thinking just coming into the corner?
Coming to the corner, I think, she's bolting here. He just has to get our feels, in which he did. He never panicked. Great ride, the Iceman, Chris Parnham. And once she found a bit of room, she just let down like a good horse.
You almost sound not surprised. You've obviously had a great opinion of her, but just at the ease in which she did it, did she really impress you with the way that she flattened out and quickened today?
Absolutely. Like, we knew she went pretty good, but on that win, I didn't think she was going to win that soft on the line. So very, very, very happy. Yep.
Bring on 10 days' time. Well done.
Thank you very much, Brett. Also, I'll just say to all my staff back at home, it's been an absolute pleasure with you guys, working with you guys while Dan's away. I've been a bit hit and miss the last few days, and they've all had my back, and I just want to say thank you very much for all the team back at home.
It's really important to the staff that are able to step up. I know you're doing it tough personally, but when the boss is away, how important is it that you have really great staff to just keep the team running?
Absolutely. They the rock behind me. They do it day in, day out, and just makes my job a lot easier.
It helps, I think, when they're able to get up and know that they're coming to work with horses like Temptation too.
Excellent. Thanks, Brett.
Well done to Vinnie Colliker and all the team at the Morton Racing, including those hard-working staff. A really nice nod from Vinnie there to the staff that do so much work. Vinnie obviously going through some tough times of his own, and can put his hand up to say whether he's been a little bit not fully present there, and the stable staff able to rally around together, and that's what the racing community is just so good for. And Temptation, she's their little star there, and 2 starts ago at York, Scott, when she went around as a beaten favourite, they will have all been scratching their heads, and here we've seen her go wonderfully 2 starts in a row.
Well, I think, Britt, we can probably just assume that wasn't Temptation that day. You might not be able to blame the track. She was a York winner, but maybe we look at the soft 6 ground, and maybe you are willing enough to make a bit of an excuse for her there. But certainly since the blinkers went on last week and again today, that's another quantum leap forward. We'll grab Chris Parnham, and Chris, last week was impressive, but today probably even more so.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, she settled really well going to the 1800 first time, and she had a good turn of foot at the end of her race too, so yeah, it's a sign of good things to come.
Will you be looking to stick with her if she goes to the Oaks in 10 days?
I'd imagine so. Nothing's been set in concrete yet, so we'll just wait and see, but you think that in a race like that she's sort of gone the back door option, but to get the Oaks, but she'll be in there with the chance for sure.
It's probably a roundabout way of thinking, but today they looked like they were slowing it up in the middle stages, and they certainly weren't setting any speed records, so for her to be able to track up in behind them suggests that maybe 2400 with not a lot of speed will be all right for her.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, she's switching off good, and as I said, she's had a good turn of foot at the end of her races, so yeah, it's a sign of good things to come.
Excited to go back to Moonee Valley on Friday night?
Yeah, well, I haven't ridden there for a long time, so yeah, it'd be good to get back there and ride old Kementari.
We'll see you Saturday morning.
Thanks, cheers.
Chris Parnham, the band back together on Friday night there, but for now, warming up with a win on Temptation en route to the Oaks. That's race number 5 here from Ascot.